this is different. Setup's different. You might be noticing that we're missing a certain someone. Look, things happen. Schedules change. Sometimes we can't avoid work. I mean, we'd all like to avoid work, I imagine. But we need to pay bills to keep these lights that are very brightly shining on my face running. So this is a little different video, a much shorter video, not a podcast. It would be very hard to have a conversation with myself about Harry Potter, even though I probably could. So what we are doing today is, it's a discussion that me and Liz have had for a good while now, where we are both well aware, and Liz has even crocheted us in this style. We are both under the impression, due to the most recent quiz that we've done, that we are both Hufflepuffs. I mean, to the point where there's me and there's Liz, as you can see, both very Hufflepuffy. So what we're going to do today is the Pottermore quiz. So as you can see, the Wizarding World, it used to be Pottermore, now I think it's all one big company system grouped thing. I'm kind of scared, because I wouldn't say I've built a personality around being a Hufflepuff, but I've got the crocheted me, and I've got, that's about it really. But I mean, I guess I could just change the scarf. So we'll see. Let's go. Dawn or dusk? I'm more of a night person. I'm more of a night owl. Liz is very much more of a morning person. So we definitely differ in those aspects. So I'll say dusk for this. Given the choice, would you rather invent a potion that guarantees me glory, love, power, wisdom? I think probably wisdom. I like to think of myself as quite knowledgeable. And I have love. I'm very grateful for that. Power can often be a bad thing. Can often play with you. And glory is just very vain, isn't it? And I'd probably leave that to Liz. I'll wait until she's watched this. So wisdom we'll go for. What are you most looking forward to learning at Hogwarts? Well, I am 25 years old, so I think I'm now 14 years past being able to get my acceptance letter, sadly. But all about magical creatures and how to befriend them. Flying on a broomstick. Apparition and disapparition. Secrets about the castle. Transfiguration. Hexes and jinx. And every area of magic I can. That is probably me, I'm a jack of all trades, I want to say. A master of none. So I think to know a wider scope would be definitely more in my remit. So let's, I'll go for that. Which nightmare would frighten me the most? Standing on top of something very high and realising suddenly that there are no hand or footholds, nor any barriers to stop you falling. Being forced to speak in such a silly voice that hardly anyone can understand you, and everyone laughs at you. It's basically what it's like to be Liz. Waking up to find that neither your friends nor your family have any idea who you are. An eye at the keyhole of the dark, windowless room in which you are locked. Ooh, okay. You know what? I do have I never tend to have dreams about anything really of this nature. Mine tend to be I just tend to have weird dreams that don't really mean anything, I think. I'm sure there's some therapists out there that would probably tell me very, very differently. But let's say they don't mean anything for now. I would probably go for the friends and family not knowing me. I feel like obviously that is just quite a sad thing to happen. I don't really want that to happen to me. So, which of the following do you find most difficult to deal with? Loneliness, boredom, hunger, being ignored, cold. Ooh. I'd say I'm quite good with the cold. Just put on more layers. That's my, I don't really, if I'm cold I don't really whine. I'll just do that. Being ignored as somebody who did a theatre degree, so although I say Liz is quite vain, I obviously must have some narcissistic tendencies within me. That's probably one. Hunger, not really. Boredom, no, I'm quite good at entertaining myself. I'm doing this. And then loneliness. I would probably go for being ignored here. So now, if you were attending Hogwarts, which pet would you take with you? Cats, toads, or owls? I think I would. I'm allergic to cats, so probably not that. Toads. No, we do have frogs in our garden actually, but I wouldn't want one. I wouldn't want to hold one. I feel like they are quite slimy. I probably would go owls. They feel quite like elegant and cool. So which would it be? Would it be a barn owl, a tawny owl, a snowy owl, a screech owl, or a brown owl? I mean, I don't really know the qualities in which these have. Like, obviously, Hedwig is a snowy. I mean, I'm fairly sure. A barn owl looks pretty cool. Tawny owl looks. I think I might just. I'm going to base this purely off pictures. I think I'm either going to go for tawny or brown, just because the brown looks like if Hagrid was an owl, he'd be a brown owl. But I think I might go tawny. I'm liking the feathers. I don't know what I'm doing here. This is Liz's channel. I'm sorry you've got to sit through this. Tawny owl it is. 4 goblets are placed before you. Which would you choose to drink? The smooth, thick, richly purple drink that gives off a delicious smell of chocolates and plums. The mysterious black liquid that gleams like ink and gives off fumes that make you see strange visions. I was about to say the first one sounded like poison, but this one also sounds like poison, so... A foamy, frothing silver liquid that sparkles as though containing ground diamonds. That sounds like a choking hazard. A gold liquid so bright that it hurts the eye and makes sunspots dance all around the room. I mean, none of them sound ideal. I would probably go for the first one. Chocolate and plums. That sounds like a wine. Sounds like a red wine. I'm partial to a red wine, so let's go with that. Left or right? I'm left-handed. We'll go left. Oh. I am scared. I'm scared to know what this is. I've got to prepare myself, because if I'm not what I think I am, if I end up being like, I'm happy being Hufflepuff, you know, like people like to think of themselves as like Slytherin or like Gryffindor. Nobody ever really wants to be Hufflepuff. I like being Hufflepuff. Cedric was cool until he, you know. All right, let's go. Let's seal my fate, as it were. What do I do now? What do I do now? That has changed my entire outlook on life. This looks like it's planned now, but I am actually wearing a blue onesie under this, so it actually makes sense for this. But that wasn't planned at all. But what do I do now? I've never considered myself. I've considered myself all 3 others, and never really thought I would be Ravenclaw. I feel like this isn't accurate. I feel like this thing that predicts which magical fictional house you get sorted into isn't accurate. Who would have thought? There's something that has spoken. I'm not alone. Oh, great. I've got an insane woman, a narcissistical man. Flitwick's alright, but I mean, the hair's questionable. Anybody else? I've got Cho Chang, and everyone's favourite character. I probably have to post this now. I could easily just do this again and try and fix it, but I won't. Do I leave it there? I'm sorry that this was a short video. I'm sorry that it doesn't have the same sort of energy that Liz brings. I obviously bring a much lower tone. I don't know, whatever this is. This is what I bring to her YouTube channel, and I'm sorry for that if you don't like that. If anybody would like to tell me how I could improve, or if there is any improvements, or if you like me the way I am, please let me know. Yeah, I will leave it there then. I will leave it with Luna. I'll go and visit Luna and Gilderoy in St. Mungo's Hospital. Thank you, everybody. Sorry again that, yes, our schedules do often sometimes get a bit messy and a bit busy, so we don't often have time to get the same stuff out every week. We will get the podcast out as soon as possible. But for now, this is what you're left with. I apologise for that. There is little we could have done about this. But yeah, so thank you for watching if you've stayed to the end. And yeah, peace.
Thought you ought to know.